Good morning, children. Welcome back to today's class. So, today we are going to start our session number 51 and we are continuing our lesson number 11, Water in Our Life. So, before that, many of you are not sending the homeworks. I want to say you that we are not sending the homeworks. So, please, children, maybe many of you are listening the class, but only some of them are giving the homeworks, writing the homeworks and sending back. So what about the remaining children? Why are you not able to do the homework? Please buy the textbooks, workbooks and try to attend the classes. And important thing is that you have to be perfect with all the lessons what you have finished. Read the textbook once and twice. We have studied up to the safe drinking water scheme, right? So how the water that comes into your tap undergoes changes. So the water that we are taking from the taps are undergoing several different stages before it coming into the taps that we have learned. Now we'll continue the chapter. How the well was dug. Go to nearby village and look at a well from where people get drinking water. Can you estimate the approximate volume of water in the well? Collect information from elders in the village about the level of water in the well over the years. Is the water level constant or it has changed? How was the well dug? How have you seen a borewell being dug? Write the process in your notebook. So this also I think you have finished. So they are asking to take elders' help and find out in previous days how they used to dig the well. Valela bavini todevalu. Nowadays we are having the machines and the bore wells are there. So before that there was not there. Okay. And the level of water in the wells are same, constant and the same alage undadam. No, it depends upon the rain. So tapping of groundwater by digging a well or a bore well is a tough job. Many people put a lot of hard work in this process. We need to appreciate in this amount of water. So there we have to think how hard work they are doing to get water for us. And we have to appreciate them and we have to preserve the water. So do you know even though the river Krishna flows through Nalgonda district, it suffers from severe water scarcity. Most people in the Prakasam district of AP state face a water crisis. This is because the groundwater is polluted and drinking it causes fluorosis. So I think we have studied this one also. The Krishna river flows through the Nalgonda district, but they are having the still water problem. Water crisis means water problem. And the groundwater is polluted. The groundwater in the Prakasam district is polluted. So they are not able to drink the water. If they drink that water, they will get the fluorosis. Next, you have read about the different types of water sources in our surroundings. The water level in them depends upon the rainfall. Generally, we observe that the water levels in wells or other water sources go up in rainy season and down during the summer season. Yes, we have studied that. We are having different types of water sources like maybe rivers, wells, lakes, seas and all bore wells. But generally what we have observed that if in rainy season what happens, the water level will come up. And during the summer season due to evaporation, the water level will go down. What happens if there is less rainfall or too much of rainfall? If there is less rainfall, what happens? If there is more rainfall, heavy rainfall, what happens? Nowadays we are seeing the present situation. More rainfall, what happens? Everything will be destroyed. So we are going to learn about this in detail. Droughts, water scarcity. Droughts, water scarcity means korata, neela korata, water lekapodam, water kastalu. Form groups of 4 to 5 students and discuss the following topics in each group. Prepare and submit a group report. The topics to be discussed are. So they are asking to make 2 groups. Group 1 has to discuss about what will happen if rainfall is less this year than the last year. Then second group, what would happen if there is no rainfall for 5 years. So 2 questions they have given. Suppose if there is a rainfall for less rainfall, what happens? And there is no rain for 4 to 5 years, what will be going to happen? Next, what could be the possible reasons for water scarcity in a particular place? In some areas there will be water scarcity, no? What may be the reason? And next question, what problems can arise due to water scarcity in a particular place? So suppose water is not in a particular place, what problems will they raise? That is the question. So what happens if there is less rainfall? It will be difficult for us for everything, no? Like for the agriculture it will be difficult. For us, for industrial purpose also water is difficult. Even for drinking water also we will not get. Second question, if there is no rainfall for 5 years, what happens? Totally everything will be destroyed. We cannot live without water one day also. If for 5 years there is no rain, then it is very difficult for us. We will not get the proper food and nothing will be happen. So that means for everything there will be a big problem. ఏది జరగదు, నథింగ్ ఏమంటే వాటర్ లేకుండా మనం ఏది చేయలేము. సో ఆల్ ద ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు ఫేస్, లాట్ ఆఫ్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు ఫేస్ ఇఫ్ దెర్ ఇస్ నో వాటర్ ఫర్ 5 years. అండ్ వాటర్ స్కేర్సిటీ ఇన్ పర్టికులర్ ప్లేస్. సో పర్టికులర్ ప్లేస్లో వాటర్ ప్రాబ్లం ఉంటే అక్కడ పండించే ఫార్మర్స్కి చాలా ప్రాబ్లం. సో పర్టికులర్గా కొన్ని ప్లేసెస్లో రైస్ ఉంటుంది, కొన్ని ప్లేసెస్లో వీట్, కొన్ని ప్లేసెస్ వాళ్ళు కాటన్ పండిస్తారు, కొన్ని ప్లేసెస్లో లైక్ సెరల్స్. సో ఆ పర్టికులర్ సెరల్స్ అంటే లైక్ ఆల్ ధాన్యాలు, ఇట్ మే బి a tur dal, red gram, moong dal, anything. Suppose if the water is not in that particular area, what happens? We will not get the proper food from that area. Automatically the cost of those particular items will be more increased. Now what problems can arise due to the water scarcity in a particular area? So if water problem is there, we have to face it. Because of one problem there will be other problems also will be affected. ఒక్క దగ్గర వాటర్ లేదంటే మనకి వేరే రకం కూడా ఎఫెక్ట్ అవుతుంది. ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్, ఇన్ అవర్ రీజన్ ఇఫ్ దెర్ ఇస్ నో రెయిన్ ఫర్ ఎ లాంగ్ పీరియడ్ 4 to 5 years, ఇట్ మే కాజ్ డ్రాప్స్. దాన్నే కరువు అంటారు. డ్యూరింగ్ దిస్ పీరియడ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ వెరీ డిఫికల్ట్ టు గెట్ ఫుడ్ అండ్ ఫోడర్. డ్రింకింగ్ వాటర్ ఇస్ స్కేర్స్. సో మనకి ఫుడ్ అండ్ వాటర్ కూడా దొరకదు. వాట్ ఈస్ ఫోడర్? ఫుడ్ అంటే మనకి ఫోడర్ మీన్స్ యానిమల్ ఫుడ్, లైక్ యానిమల్స్ విల్ నాట్ గెట్ ద ప్రాపర్ ఫుడ్. And drinking water is scarce. That means we will not get the proper drinking water. People need to travel long distances to collect water, and they have to go for long distance to bring the drinking water. Soil becomes dry. Agriculture and cultivation is difficult. Yes, soil will become very dry, and agriculture they cannot cultivate the crops. అక్కడ ఏమీ పండించలేరు వాళ్ళు. Many people who depend on farming for their livelihood migrate to other places in search of jobs. In our state, Mehbooba districts are treated as drought-prone area. So what happens in that particular area? Farmers will be there, no? If they're not having the water, soil become dry and they cannot grow the crops. Cultivation jaragadu. Then what they will do? They'll migrate to other places. That means they'll go to the other area. Example, Mehboob Nagar district. Mehboob Nagar district is called as drought-prone area. అంటే అక్కడ ఇప్పుడు కరువు ఉంటుంది, ఎక్కువగా పొలాలు పండవు. దెన్ దే విల్ కమ్ టు ద హైదరాబాద్ ఆర్ దే విల్ గో టు అదర్ ప్లేసెస్ ఎనీవే, మేబీ వరంగల్, ఎనీవే. సో మోస్ట్లీ దట్ ఏరియా పీపుల్ ఆర్ ఎఫెక్టెడ్ బై దిస్ డ్రాఫ్ట్. మైగ్రేట్ మీన్స్ కమింగ్ ఫ్రమ్ వన్ ప్లేస్ టు అనదర్ ప్లేస్ టు లివ్. ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్, డ్రాఫ్ట్స్ ఎఫెక్ట్స్ అవర్ లైఫ్. హౌ డస్ ఎ డ్రాఫ్ట్ ఎఫెక్ట్ అవర్ life? Here is Raman's letter for you. Try to understand how drought affects our life. Here Raman has written a letter. We'll see now that one. Dear Firoz, I hope you are fine there. Nowadays we are facing severe problems due to drought. He is saying that there is a lot of problem because of the drought. For the last 5 years we had no rains. From the 5 years they are not getting proper rains. All our fields have dried and there are cracks on them. Fields పొలాలంతా ఎండిపోయినాయి. Cracks means they have given in the picture number figure 3 now. Like this, it has become like this land. We fail to grow any crop. If suppose there is no water and the land got the crack, then how can they grow the crops? They cannot grow. My father invested money on borewells with no result. Then they started digging the borewells and they spent lot of money on that, but no use. Now we get water after a great struggle from the borewell, which is 5 kilometers away from our village. Now they are getting water, but where they have to go? 5 kilometers away from the village. The days have become very hard. That means చాలా కష్టమైన పరిస్థితి ఉంది. Several people have sold their cattle and migrated to Hyderabad and Bangalore. So all of them have sold their cattle. అంటే వాళ్ళకున్న maybe buffaloes, cows, Okay, ox alantivani, sheep, everything they have sold and they went to the Hyderabad and Bangalore. My family also want to do so. So my family also want to migrate. I request to ask your parents to search for a job for my father at your place. They're asking, the boy is asking, ask your father and try to get a good job for my dad. My father may have been a well-known rich farmer here, but he is willing to do any kind of job. This is very sad, no? He is a very rich farmer in the village. అందరికీ తెలుసు. వెల్ నోన్ మీన్స్ అందరికీ మంచి పేరు ఉండి మంచి ఒక రైతు అని ఒక మంచి పేరు ఉంటుంది. But now he is ready to do any job in the Hyderabad. Why? Because they are not having any rains. It has become a drought area. Such a very, very bad situation, right? So what problems were faced by Ramana? He has faced a water problem. How can Firoz help him? You can you can elaborate this question. Simply I am saying they have faced a problems that they had no rains and the fields has got dried, no cultivation, they are not getting water for drinking. All these problems he has faced. How can Firoz help him? He can ask his father to get a good job for the Ramana's father. That is the help that he is going to do. Scarcity is a problem in some districts of our state, as mentioned earlier. Here rainfall is less and farmers are largely depend on irrigation using underground water to raise crops. So in our district also, the mostly they depend upon the rain and underground water to raise the crops. That means rainfall is less and the farmers are depending upon the bore wells. What will happen if farmer grew crops that require more water in these districts? So కొన్ని పంటలకు ఎక్కువగా వాటర్ అవసరం, కొన్ని పంటలకి తక్కువ వాటర్ అవసరం. So if they keep the crops that need more water, what happens? They'll not get the sufficient water and they'll not yield the crops. If several bore wells are dug and underground water is tapped constantly, what will happen to the source of groundwater? If you keep on digging the bore wells for several uses, what happens? We will not get water in the future. Discuss with your friends the reason of the reduction of groundwater. How much water do we waste? After playing in the ground, you may wash your hands and legs under the tap in your school. Yes, after playing, what you'll do? You'll wash your hands and legs under the tap. Measure the time of the tap is on open for you to complete your wash. Then take a bucket, put it in under the tap and open the tap for the same time. That you measure with the same flow of water. How many students of your class can wash their hands and feet with a bucket of water that you collect from the tap? So they're asking, when you open the tap and you leave it and you wash your hands, then maybe some bucket of water it is going. Then if you take a bucket of water, then you take water with a mug and if you wash, what happens? You will use only 2 mugs of water. Running water you are using 1 bucket. With mug you are using 2 mugs. That means 10 students can wash with a 1 bucket. But only you are using that much of water with the tap. అంటే ట్యాప్లో మీరు ఒక్కరు యూజ్ చేసే వాటర్ బకెట్లో ఫిల్ చేసుకుంటే 10 మెంబర్స్ యూజ్ చేయొచ్చు. అంటే మనం ఎంత వాటర్ వేస్ట్ చేస్తున్నాం? 9 మెంబర్స్ యూజ్ చేసేంత వాటర్ వేస్ట్ చేస్తున్నాం. List out this situation in our life where we waste water unwisely and make suggestions to avoid this. సో మనం ఇంకెక్కడ వాటర్ వేస్ట్ చేస్తున్నామో తెలుసుకొని అది వేస్ట్ కాకుండా చూడాలి. ఎగ్జాంపుల్, ట్యాంక్. ద ట్యాంక్ విల్ బి ఓవర్ఫ్లోడ్. నో, మన ఇంటి పైన ట్యాంక్ ఉంటుంది, వాటర్ ఫిల్ చేస్తే ఫుల్ అయిపోయి మొత్తం వాటర్ వేస్ట్ అయిపోతూ ఉంటాయి. డైలీ ఐఎమ్ సీయింగ్ మై నేబర్స్ ఆల్సో విల్ వేస్ట్ లాట్ ఆఫ్ వాటర్. సో వాట్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు డూ? యూ కనెక్ట్ ఏ ట్యాప్, యూ కనెక్ట్ ఏ పైప్ టు ద వాటర్ ట్యాంక్ అండ్ the other end connect to the garden. If the suppose tank is filled, the water will come to the garden. In such a way you can save the water. Now floods a natural hazard. So remaining lesson we are going to continue tomorrow. So now I want to give you one small suggestion that ఇంట్లో వాటర్ వేస్ట్ అవ్వకుండా మీ పేరెంట్స్కి మీరు కొన్ని సజెషన్స్ ఇవ్వాలి లెసన్ విన్న తర్వాత. ఎగ్జాంపుల్ నేను ఏం చెప్పాను? వాటర్ ట్యాంక్ ఫిల్ అయిపోతే ఆ వాటర్ అంతా వేస్ట్ అవ్వకుండా దాన్ని పైప్ కనెక్ట్ చేయండి. 1 end to the tank and other end to the garden. So suppose water is filled, the water will flow and come into the garden. Then we can know that yes, tank is filled and we can switch off it. So like this, incoming suggestions ఏంటి మీకు చెప్పాలి నాకు. That means you discuss with your parents, you read the textbook and ask your neighbors to save the water. Because మన elders మనకి water save చేస్తారు కాబట్టి now we are able to use the water. If we are not saving the water, what happens to the next generations? They will not get the water properly. So this is all now for today. And what is the homework today, ma'am? I gave you 3 question answers as your homework, no? Last time from this lesson. Now 4th question, 5th question, 6th question, 7th question. 4, 5, 6, 7. So 4 questions. Learn and write. Take the workbook and learn and write these 4 question answers one time. Learning in the sense you have to learn, not just reading. Is it clear, children? Thank you, ma'am.